Oh, I know what Joy's talking about. Where the hell did the woman go who went on the cruise? What was her name? What was her name? She went on the cruise. She was a loyal viewer and chatter. Commented that she was family. She said, I'm going on a cruise. I'm going to test the pineapple theory. I'll get right back to you. Poof! Gone like Mildred. Good morning. Good morning. It's Morning Mike's. Brought to you by our dear friends at Venbrook Insurance. I'm Billy Bush. That is Steve Harding over there. And we are chit-chatting away on this Monday, celebrating the 1 year anniversary of Hot Mics today. When Hot Mics goes live at 10 a.m. with our special guest, Alan Jackson. This will be the first interview, first time he's discussed since abruptly stepping down as the criminal defense attorney for Nick Reiner. That was a huge shock to everybody. He just, last Wednesday, showed up for the arraignment downtown and came outside on the courthouse steps and said, I'm backing down. I'm stepping away. And he said, for circumstances out of my control and out of Nick Reiner's control, I've since put together the pieces on that and have a pretty good idea of why and what the circumstances are. But we will address that with Alan today. And here's the best part. You will be involved because we are going live at 10 a.m. So the chat section should be ablaze. 10 a.m. Pacific time, by the way. English Dick, I don't know what time that is for you, my love. But English Dick had a good one. Go back to the old time, Billy. Oh, is it too early for you? I get it. No, well, see, look, one guy in England isn't gonna decide that. Okay, Ed, I know where you're. I know why you're out of work, right? I don't know how we're gonna do this. I don't know. I just think it's like Hot Mics earlier in the day is a little bit better. It gives more people time, since a lot of what we do is timely, right? My thinking was if we do it earlier, that gives more time to access the episode and get on it. We'll see if that's true or not. Anyway, good morning. Yesterday was the Golden Globes. We got to talk about that. We got to talk before that. We got to talk about football. We got to talk about, oh my God, the Chicago Bears game. Two of my best friends are big Bears buddies. They're buddies and Bears fans, and they left LA and went to the game. They took their sons with them. Isn't that a great lad and dad trip, as my father would say? Lad and dad. 95.7 thousand subscribers, almost to 100,000. I think we might have hit a hiccup when we got to the Minnesota situation, Minneapolis, and the ICE agent. I know Steve and a bunch of guys who do the social were kind of freaking out. They were in a tailspin because of Bushy. People, we've lost some subscribers. As English Dick said, I'm going to so sorry to miss them go, or to let them go. Yeah, that's the world we live in. We'll talk about that later, but let's get into and I did my MDMA journey. Yes, that's ecstasy. 54-year-old man doing ecstasy Thursday morning with, by the way, not by myself, a facilitator led me through this. Jessica Perez Beebe. This is a new frontier. I led the way in the psilocybin journey. I told you psilocybin journey number 1 was pooping rainbows. Psilocybin journey number 2 was like painful. A lot of anxiety came up. I got stuck in it. And the worst part is after 4.5 hours, 5 hours, I couldn't get it out. I couldn't move the anxiety and the pain through. So I left with it, which was like really hard. And so I started working with this integration expert and Keith, who I've told you about, Keith Crossley, whose book State Within Light is all about the ego. And what was keeping that locked in there was the ego. So I found, I found a responsible group to lead me through that. And then I talked to Keith afterwards. That episode with Keith has got to go in 2 weeks. You're going to be blown away at what happened with me. That is heavy.
So that was Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
You and I, we did stuff with Keith for that episode on Friday. But
how was your
so how was your weekend? How was
Excellent.
3 days? Like anything else come up or change?
They told me, the people who led me through the MDMA journey said, maybe in like 4 days you might have like a moment where you've dumped so much serotonin, oxytocin, and dopamine. You may have a moment like where you feel kind of depressed and down and dark. And that few hours yesterday, maybe on that was a Sunday. That was the fourth day. So I expected that, which was good to be told that. And then you just chill, drink water and watch football and get through it. But I have to tell you, just popping the what I discovered, what was uncovered, the physical sensation. This person who led me through it, we knew that anxiety was there. I almost want to wait for the whole episode. I want you to wait for the episode, but I will tell you that we went back to visit our old friend, that great big hot ball of anxiety. We found it in the body. We went back to settle a score. Okay. And thank God, what happened. Okay. Moving that episode is so worth it. So worth it.
Now, Billy, English Dick, I lost it. I had it up, but he's not. He said you're doing a lot of nonsense. He'd rather have you just send him the money that you're spending
for all these journeys.
Yeah, he said just send him the money. Stop with the nonsense. I'll take the money.
You got it, pal. Let's go to the football game. Let me just say this. So I'm good friends with both Jim Nantz and Al Michaels, two of the great sports announcers, play-by-play guys of all. I wish I was one of them. I think I missed my calling. I would have loved to have done that. But when it comes to football, when it comes to golf, Jim Nantz is absolutely Marty Supreme. Jimmy Supreme, we'll call him. But Al Michaels, when it comes to football, is the voice of football. No matter how old, if you're getting older, it doesn't matter. His voice just matches the game to perfection. I think we all agree. Jim Nantz said to a group of guys, he said, when it comes to football, there's Al and there's the rest of us. And let's go through this Bears game. One of the great comebacks of all time. They're known for their fourth quarter comebacks. Caleb Williams.
He's under pressure. He throws, and it's going to be intercepted at the 2-yard line by Tyron Hopper. 4th and 19, have to go for the 51-yard field goal off the foot of Santos, and that one is good. On the ground, Swift, can he get into the end zone? He can. Chicago. 23, pass to the outside, finding room here. Golden is inside the 10, and Golden will go into the end zone for the touchdown.
Probability back to 5%. It is
in the pocket, fires, caught, touchdown! Olamide Zacchaeus into the end zone. Has time, throws, caught!
Oh, what a catch.
2 points to try to make it 6 up. And the
my
kick
God, how the hell?
No good!
Missed
49,
extra points in football now. I don't get it.
Throws, and it's caught at the 30-yard line.
The extra point was in the Bears game.
Throwing,
in the
and it's caught for the touchdown by DJ Moore. One last gasp. Moving guys around, fires to the end zone, and it is broken up. The Bears win it.
What a game. The Chicago Bears have not been good in so long. It's kind of fun. You know, us old farts remember the Super Bowl shuffle, baby. Jim McMahon, the refrigerator Perry, William. So anyway, Al Michaels, I love to see him glowing like that. He's a great friend, and just his voice is unbelievable. I do my impersonation of Al, and he hates it.
Billy, I got
Al Michaels hates my impersonation of him, but I think it's very good.
Billy, I got something for you. You do a good impersonation of Al. How would Al call this sporting event right here? Here we go.
Okay. Let's see.
There's Bush with a strong drive. He pops it up into the kitchen right there, handled by Catapano. Catapano rips one into the bottom of the net, and a bunch of middle-aged men retreat and engage in another point. Al Michaels with Michelle Tafoya along the sideline wearing a beautiful leather Chanel jacket. And there we go.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
You know, I have called a pickleball game before. Remember I did that pickleball tournament like a couple years ago in Vegas? They put me on the tennis channel, and I was like, you can't keep up. You can't call pickleball. You got to let the point happen, and then it's too quick.
How did that match actually end there, Billy? How did that day go for you? Was that yesterday?
Yesterday was a big pickleball day there with the boys. My friend Harry must have shared that with you.
Anyway, Al Michaels will now turn his attention to the Golden Globes on CBS.
Boy, I watched a little bit of the pre-show. I don't miss the Golden Globes at all, buddy. I did this forever. Forever we did the Golden Globes. The ass kissery is unbelievable. And I remember, I did a bunch of these live pre-shows for networks and stuff. I remember Billy Crystal was so mean to me when I was really young, and I did the Oscars live on ABC. I did that. And, I probably did suck. I would imagine. I haven't sucked in recent years doing it, but the ass kissing is just unbelievable. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, it's so amazing. Why do people love you? I mean, the fact that I could never fully separate myself from this pack of people that do this, I could never fully, because the genre, it's so overwhelming, the ass kissery. There's so many people doing it that if one guy's doing everything he can not to, you can't break free, and you can't redefine.
Yeah, and there's only so much you can say, and then you're trying to be creative, and it's like, let's do a game. It's just, I don't know.
Okay, this is unbelievable, and I know, I like Kevin Frazier. He's a good dude. I like him, and I know he definitely wants to. He's a fringe guy when it comes to the scene with Kevin Hart and some of the other dudes, right? Kevin Hart is the least humble human being I have ever encountered in my life. He used to be great. When he was on Real Husbands of Hollywood, he was really funny. I did a scene with him for that show. He was embracing, he was grateful, he was funny. And now when he, feeds you his line of humble, he's the worst acting ever. Maybe he's just a bad actor. I don't know. But this is listen, we can't play it because it's, listen to this.
No, Kevin Hart, and what a big week this has been for Kevin. Y'all don't realize he's standing on top of all these deals he's making. Let's talk about this new one on Authentic.
Brands good myself. We just did a massive partnership. Joining the likes of Shaquille and David Beckham.
We're talking about a new deal he's done.
Oh, you're making so much money. How much money are you making? Yeah. Why did we even start with that at all? Why are we plugging him getting richer? Okay.
Kevin Hart is doing huge deals right now. He's branding some major partnerships. What's going on? This is CBS, right? A television network. And we're just beginning the interview with how much money are you making? I'm just working with Shaquille and some other people with authentic brands. It's funny the word is authentic. There's nothing authentic about the guy anymore. I don't understand what happened to Kevin Hart. He was so sweet, likable, fun, grateful to be there. And now, it's just great to be here and making so much money right now. And we're doing giant deals and enjoying all that. And, it's all for my family and for the Lord. Doing it for God too. And you don't know, am I smart to start laughing? Do I laugh now? Is this a joke? And you realize it's not. He wants you to know more than anything else that he's rich and getting richer. Yeah, baby. Okay. So the pre-show was horrible. Nikki Glaser was fantastic. Oh my God. She's great. She's found her franchise, right? Tina and Amy did a great job with it when they were in there. Ricky Gervais, my favorite of all time, he did a great job with it when he was there. And now this is the second year. The sophomore act is the hardest one, right? She did a bang-up job last year. She came in to do it again, and she did it. It was a giant success, I thought. Her jokes. All right, let's give a little listen to Nikki Glaser, some of her best hits.
So let's get down to business, shall we? We'll start the bidding for Warner Brothers at $5. Do I hear $5? Of course, George Clooney is nominated for the movie J. Kelly tonight. Yes. Where he plays George Clooney. You were so good. Right? George, you're amazing. I'm such a fan. I shouldn't be allowed to talk to you right now. I've always wanted to ask you this question, and I know this is unprofessional, but I might not get a chance to do it again, so here goes. My Nespresso has been coming out kind of watery, and I'm wondering, is it like a pod issue, or you think it might be the filter? Could you troubleshoot it for me later? Thank you so much. Grazie, signore. Tonight, I love you so much, Kevin. You're so funny. And you and The Rock together are like my favorite comedy duo. Such a classic comedy duo. You're like Steve Martin and Martin Short, but for like people under 50 IQ. You know what I mean? Like, we need movies too. Jumanji Next Level.
So true.
Was it? I'm just saying. Leonardo DiCaprio is here for One Man Bun After Another. Hi, Leo. How good was Leo in one battle? I mean, it's insane. So good. So vaping good.
Awesome.
What a career you've had. I mean, countless
He's gonna
iconic
know.
performances. You've worked with every great director. You've won 3 Golden Globes, an Oscar. And the most impressive thing is that you were able to accomplish all of that before your girlfriend turned 30. I mean, it's just insane.
Okay.
Hamnet was such a masterful portrayal of loss
Here's the
and
best part.
grief. And fun fact, Hamnet was actually the original name for Spanx. Yeah. I'm wearing 3 Hamnets right now. Thank you.
Let that sit. It's really funny. I mean, you don't realize how funny that is. And that's to encase the ham, and her ass is her ham. This is so funny. But the Leo joke, it's like, all this and under 30. And she's like, but I know that was a cheap shot, Leo. But in my defense, like, that's literally the only thing we know about you, and it's true. And it's like the most in-depth interview you've ever done. It was in Tiger Beat in 1991. They asked you your favorite food, and you said pasta, pasta, pasta. The room is just going crazy. The Clooney joke was great. Hamnet is really funny. Sean Penn, she's like, Sean Penn, people are in Hollywood are doing everything they can to look younger and younger and younger. You know what I mean? It's me. It's younger, and I can't turn it off. People in Hollywood are doing everything they can to look younger and younger and younger. And she's like, Sean, I feel like you're doing the opposite. You're trying to go as fast as you can to look like a leather handbag. I've always said that. I said Sean Penn looks like an ashtray, right? So funny. Noah Wiley, she's like, you're the only doctor I've seen regularly for the last 35 years. That's funny. Anyway, I thought Nikki Glaser was a home run. All of her outfits, she's more beautiful than she gives herself credit for. She's gorgeous. And the more, I always think a woman's sense of humor to me is the most attractive thing, about her. I always had my crush forever was Tina Fey because I just thought she was so darn brilliant. Okay. Speaking of Leo DiCaprio. Oh, real question. Do the men get spray tans before the awards as part of wardrobe, or are they wearing makeup? All the A-listers are very tan. Mama Roll, that's an interesting thing. I've seen a lot of these people face to face for 20 years or so, and I'll tell you this. The ones you think are divas are the ones who are acting with diva behavior before the show, and the ones who are like normal, actory people like Sean Penn and Mark Ruffalo, they come looking like a sofa, an old sofa, okay? Like a Bob Odenkirk. Do you think like someone would give Bob Odenkirk a makeup job before the red carpet? No. George Clooney. No, because people are going to be, maybe George gets a little dusting that no one can really see, but it can be, I think maybe. But Leo DiCaprio is not going to do it. As good looking as he is, he's just not, he's too serious an actor.
So Billy, can we do, you haven't seen these. I'm just going to do some fashion. We like to do this. I'll roll them up and get your comments on the looks.
Oh.
What do you think?
Oh, it's magic.
Okay. Who
loves fashion more than me? I would say there's two things I love equally, fashion and football. That is me, right? Did I call
Absolutely.
myself a radical centrist?
Very good. Very good.
Right? There's left-wing people and there's right-wing people. The Bushman sees the middle. I am a complex tapestry of things, of all things. Fashion and football, I like them equally. And I mean 50-50. Let's see some of the Globes gowns. This I do miss from the Globes. Oh my, give me full on this. Jennifer Lawrence, an absolute vision. Well, she's in sick shape. I mean, she looks terrific. And she said, give me something that shows the hips that move down to a together knee. Give me a little screen door to give the media a look at that. Stunning is what we're getting here. Yeah, gorgeous. Hit. The comments are rolling in. I think we all agree here. I don't mind if oh my, you know what? You don't even need the front. The front is not as popular as the back anyway. She should walk into the Globes. Jennifer Lopez should walk into the Globes like this. Hello. I'll never forget when J-Lo got all over me. Like, did you just ask? This was like 20 years ago in New York. I asked a question about, I said, Jennifer, it was for the movie Made in Manhattan. I said, Jennifer, everybody makes a huge fuss about your rear end. Do you see it as special as the rest of the world? She goes, you did just not ask me about my butt. Yeah, I did. And you spend a lot of time showcasing that. Well, I will say this. I mean, you shouldn't walk in backwards because she is 56. I mean, look, give up alcohol. I mean, this woman doesn't drink. She doesn't smoke. She doesn't, and I don't know. She's so dedicated to her beauty. At least, let me tell you something. Whatever you dedicate yourself to, I hope you're as successful as J-Lo is dedicating to beauty. She is absolutely stunning. Her face is perfection. There's Ana de Armas. Yeah. You know what? She's she's beautiful in a plain way. And I think I'm glad she doesn't do too much to try to be other than she's girlish. She's very young. She's not with Tom Cruise anymore, I don't think, right? That was weird for me. Teyana Taylor? Yeah, I will say this is, there's a word that says live, like on my screen, Steve, and it's blocking every face. It's almost incredible. So it's actually a game. Teyana Taylor, I'm playing my own game over here. I've got an icon, a bug over her face. Yeah, wow. She won, by the way, supporting actress for One Battle After Another. It looks great. The dress is made by so-and-so. Again, can't see the face, so I'm going to guess, is this a Sabrina Carpenter?
No.
Yeah. Oh, that's Pam Anderson?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there a way to? Yeah, I can't do it. Here, you do it. I don't know.
Everybody.
Everyone's face is. Oh, there you go. Thanks. I don't have my notes though now.
Okay.
We'll
go back.
I got you, baby. Pam Anderson. Okay. Still going no makeup, huh? I think I might want to dump that. Let's get back to makeup. Point made. Yeah. Here we go. This is John Krasinski and Emily Blunt. Now that's a chic. I'd say that's a good outfit for her in 10 years. I think she's still a young woman. It's very chic. An older woman,
I can see that. Like
a Jean Smart wearing that would be absolutely elegant and stunning and gorgeous. I think Blunt, not yet. Although I think she's very serious about not being known for her hotness, her beauty, her sex. I think she's like all about the work kind of person. So I don't think she wants to, like J-Law would like, Jennifer Lawrence would like to, hello, Kate. I love Kate Hudson though. Great personality, just fun, big laugh, cool chick, the kind you want to hang out, watch football with. You know what I mean? Have a brew. So judgmental, Billy Bush. You are so correct. I am a nasty, judgy little. Don't you miss the days of Stephen Kojakaru, who I used to work with? Oh my God, you look horrible. You know, and the beautiful Joan Rivers, who we love. Kate is so beautiful. Hey, I can't get enough of this guy. Nice of you to throw in a man. Nice of you to throw in a man. He's having, you know, it's the Walton Goggins is having a moment. I don't like this outfit anywhere. This whole, you know, disco matador thing is not working for me. The way he's had some unbelievable, when he's plunging and he's like 4 buttons deep. Yeah. Recent award shows, he's done that. I like that a lot. Kate is stunning. You're right, Carol. She really is. But like I said, funny, and the personality. And I love her courage to, like, she likes to sing and she has a beautiful voice, but like to put all the stuff she's known for on hold to go for it. What if you like got to a point in your life where you never did that, right? Yeah, my buddy Walt. We love Walton. We do. Oh, there's Amy Lou Wood. Yeah. It's not working for me. I'm just, this is an honest zone. I like her. I'm going to say to her team, they're a young team, right? People have their teams. They're young. She's only done one major thing that we all know about. So yeah, I don't love it. Okay. Ready for bed. I think my mom wears that to bed, right? I mean, it's floor length. I think my mom's cuts off at the knee. It's a negligee. No, it's a nightie. Yeah, it's a nightgown. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Karen. I think we all agree with that. There he is. I'd like to thank, Kylie, my love. Yeah. Chalamet, baby. He's having a moment right now for Marty Supreme. He's just a great actor. The outfit is disrespectful to an event like the Golden Globes. I'm sorry, Tim. He didn't give a shit about a tie or a collar. At least a collar, Tim. I don't know what's going on with Ariana. Her look has changed to me so much. I don't even, but she's deeply talented. She is phenomenally talented. Her impersonations are even better when she does those with Fallon, but the dress is okay for me. The tattoos all over the hands. I mean, one of my daughters got too many tattoos, and she's now, we fought about it for years. She's now a little older and in the process of removing almost all of them. Yeah, told you so. Okay. Stay out of that. Parker Posey. I mean, no, this is wild. This is, I don't know what that outfit is, but she's so great and so talented and so funny. I love it. She's having, you know what I like about this outfit? This dress? She's having fun in it. You know what I mean? And so that's great. I like that. Did I handle that well? There it is, right? A fashion cavalcade. I could do this all morning long. Nobody loves.
5 minutes of clearly being judgmental. We're not hiding that. We're just looking at it and what do we think?
No. Oh my God, Mama Roll on mustard curtains. That's pretty good. This is, I wish we could do, I know we can't because of there's licensing regulations, but I swear to God, if there's any way for us to get a live feed of the red carpet and do it on hot mics, morning mics, whatever. If we had a feed of all the outfits, I'm sure we'd get sued. If we had somebody there with like a live Instagram feed, I would do anything to just be a fly on the wall. I don't want to talk to anybody or be in a tux, but man, hey, Billy and Steve. Okay. Kinko Hinko. That's wild. That's a hot name right there. All right, we listen and we don't judge, but we can look and judge. Yeah. That was really fun. Okay, so there was this moment. I mean, the Golden Globes is the best of all the award shows, as you know, because there's wine on the table. There's a bar in the back. You can you can get cocktailed up, and people do. And it's also fun because celebrities forget that the cameras are rolling in commercial breaks. So here's a big one going viral today. What the hell did Leo DiCaprio say to somebody across the room? Look at you. I'm watching you. I think K-pop's going to win. And then he gets into this. Hello? You go, Queen. What are you doing? Who is he talking to? Don't tell nobody. It's Leo. Hey, girl. Listen, Queen. I love Leo. Hey, I call him Decaps forever. Whenever he used to come up, I go, all right, Decaps, let's talk. Decaps, look at him go. I'm watching you. I got the K-pop thing. We're going over here. Huh? And he's like, I saw you. I caught you doing it. He's busting somebody for something. Oh, my God. It just makes me want to be his friend. That eluded me. He is so funny. What the hell is he talking about?
You don't get a lot of Leo just being funny, talking to people. Hence Nikki Glaser's joke. That was funny because he was actually some personality. Like he was like,
oh God! Now I want him to play gay in some movie, like some series, some movie. He is. I want to see him, play Versace or somebody. Jesus, that is really funny. Holy boy, Tony Tyrone. Thanks, man. We're all having fun, right? Let's go. Everyone would want to talk to you, though, Billy. Hey, they always did. I had a great time. We always had fun. There's always one or two that, you're not, I always say this, you're not doing your job well if everybody's like, oh, comfortable, it's Billy, let's go. I always had a few people like, no. I don't know where he's going to go. And that means I did it well. It's like Rosie O'Donnell on The View, right? Some people's like, Rosie, I don't know what she's going to say. Well, that's why Rosie changed The View and thought the ratings were pretty good, right? Anyway, Leo killing me. So here's the part I don't miss about the Golden Globes. Like, I'm not kidding. I don't recognize, like, look at the category of best movie, Steve. I mean, I don't recognize one. The winner is Hamnet, which is very funny. And as far as I know, it's what Spanx used to be called, according to Nikki Glaser. I believed her. But I don't know what Hamnet is. Frankenstein, I know, and I know it's Jacob Elordi who played him, right? And I hear it's very good, but I didn't see it. And then the next three, I've never even heard of. It was just an accident. The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and Sinners, of course. Michael B. Jordan, that took place down in the Mississippi Delta, is where they filmed that. Clarksdale, Mississippi, where my ex-wife Sydney's from. So I kind of know exactly where they shot that. So I just I'm totally lost on these movies, and I have no interest in going to see them. Problem is, I'd rather scroll through, Instagram on my phone, which makes me dumber. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I am putting down? So let's just talk about what they did, key winners and highlights. Netflix did a huge job with the movies and with the TV. Adolescence, you forget about it, right? We all thought, oh, well, that was the Emmys, and Adolescence swept the Emmys, so now who wins at the next award show? Well, you forget the Golden Globes are still honoring 25. So Adolescence swept it. Owen Cooper, supporting actor, the young guy, Stephen Graham, and Aaron Doherty, who played the parents. They won. It was another big sweep for them at the Globes. One battle after another, Leo DiCaprio's movie wins the major film categories: screenplay, director, musical comedy. Teyana Taylor, the only acting award. I feel like this happens to DiCaprio all the time, right? The movie that he stars in and he carries gets all the glory, and he doesn't get much individual glory. Chalamet does. Chalamet, best actor for Marty Supreme. Jessie Buckley, best actress in a drama for Hamnet. I don't know what Hamnet is, and if I ran into Jessie Buckley in a grocery store, I don't know if I'd know her. think I'm just out of the loop. The song, K-pop Demon Hunters, that movie, the song Golden, I think, won. It's a hot song. If you want to party, there you go. The Secret Agent, a Brazilian film, won Best Foreign Film, and overall, Wagner Moura, Best Actor. So,
Wagner, what's your favorite? Wagner Moura?
Who is Wagner Moura? Is this the guy? Is he in the white suit?
Yeah, you can pull him up.
Let's see. Oh, he's very gracious. He's the new guy. Every award, every year we have a new guy. We had little Roberto Benigni years ago. I was there for that. That's how old I am. But Wagner Moura is our new. He's not exciting. He's just humble and polite and very good at his job.
I like the white suit.
I like the white suit. Again, you know, I like a more pronounced collar and I like a tie. I really do. So I'm not going to give up on that. The Secret Agent, Wagner Moura. Yeah. Paul Thomas Anderson, director, one battle after another. The movie wins, the director wins. I just hate when that happens to Leo DiCaprio. Like, why can't he also, I don't know. I just like him. Maybe as you saw. Billy, have you watched Heated Rivalry? I have not. I don't even know what it is. Is this the one with the two, I think, gay leads? Right? And they're like figure skaters or something that hate each other? Without seeing it, I can tell you. They're figure skaters, they hate each other, and yet they fall in love and they compete and they are passionate. They have a passionate romantic relationship, and yet they compete heavily on the rink. Oh, hockey players. Oh, that's right, hockey. They're hockey. To take you out of it would be too cliche to be figure skating. We go to hockey. They're hockey players, and they go in the corner and they fight and they punch each other's chiclets out. Billy, you got to watch Heated Rivalry. It's a beautiful story within the story. All right, Lisa. Lisa, you know I do trust you. I can't believe Kristen Bell didn't win. I love that show. Oh, I saw Kristen Bell over whenever I was in the Bahamas. Yeah, I was walking with my family. I'd already been where we were going. I was there for a few days, and the little boat arrived with the new people. It's kind of like the White Lotus. The White Lotus, it pulls up, and the new people get off the boat. And my brother and his wife and their little kids were on the boat, and so were Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard. Yeah, and she came up to me. I didn't see her, and she said, "Did you reach out to me recently? I'm sorry, I got a message from you." I did, right? Yeah. So anyway, she said, whatever it is, we'll do it. So that was nice. Gave her a good hug. And Dax, by the way, he has a lot of tattoos, Dax. He was nominated in the podcast category, did not win, but his armchair quarterback he's made a lot of money doing that. And remember when people were jumping all over Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard? Yeah. Kristen's husband, Dax, just did an interview with Cher. It was really good. But they were jumping all over Dax for something.
No, wasn't something about parenting or something, and we had him on the live show?
I don't know. They let it go by, and it did go by. But I don't know. I like them both. They got a good marriage too. Kind of fun. You know who's a little bit of in their category? Because Dax used to be really good friends with Ashton Kutcher. Ashton and Mila Kunis have been absolutely gone below the radar. I think people jumped all over them when he dared to support his friend Danny Masterson, who's in jail for life for rape, right? Charges of rape, alleged. And Ashton spoke out in support of him, and I think took it. Isn't that amazing? He's been laying low for like 2 years after that. Really? Kristen Bell has too much controversy to win with Hollywood. I don't think she has any controversy for what? For telling people how you feel about something? I don't know. Like Kristen Bell is controversial? What world am I living in? Are you kidding me? Everybody loves that show. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants us. I think it's nobody wants this. By the way, Steve Levitan, one of my great friends, was one of the original producers of that. The original name for the show that they changed at the last minute was Shiksa, which is the non-Jewish woman that enters the Jewish family, the Shiksa. I think pretty good name. He was worried that if the show wasn't good or it wasn't well received, that the name of the show wrote the article. Yeah, nobody wants this. You know, it's like we're setting ourselves up. Okay, thoughts on Ashton and Mila are back because it showed the beauty that's about to drop on FX. Is that their show? They're promoting a show. So, they can't be that persona non grata if they've got a new show called The Beauty. It's Yiddish for that's exactly it, Carol. I can't believe Bill rolled on E and didn't tell us. Don't know what that is. Anyway, thoughts on the globes before we... A Goyim is a non-Jew. That's right. Shiksa is the despised one. Nefertiti is now making that clear. And I think the Shiksa has to be female. Ashton's new show, The Beauty, stars Ashton Kutcher, and it's interesting because it's the same subject as The Substance with Demi Moore. Ashton is a great entrepreneur, and I think he's an okay actor, right? Like, yeah. Speaking of actors, like Ashton Kutcher replaced Charlie Sheen on 2.5 Men, and it didn't last long. It was a different show. By the way, he took a massive salary to do it. I think they paid him $800,000 an episode, not the $2 million an episode that Charlie was getting. But I had brunch. Breakfast. I had breakfast with Charlie Sheen yesterday. Gave me a 6-pack of his non-alcoholic beer, Wild AF. Made it. It's quite good. But we were talking about this podcasting world and some things. Billy, she is saying Billy ate MDMA, rolling on E. What?
Remember you said I don't understand Billy. E, I missed it.
E, ecstasy, E, yeah. Okay, just to be clear, I wasn't partying. I was not partying on a Thursday morning, popping E and rocking out. But by the way, I was told it'd be like 4 hours maybe, and it takes like an hour to settle in to really start to work, and maybe it could be 45 minutes. Mine started to work 15 minutes in. And then about 40 minutes in, we went to a much higher level. And then an hour in, maybe 10 minutes after that, all the way to the top. And when it was firing, it was firing. And now sort of what my body's going through and my mind's going through, I can feel that, it just was using borrowed dopamine. So I'm probably going to have be tough. Maybe yesterday was it. This morning, I'm not going to lie to you, but when I got up, I was a little off. Better now. And I hope it doesn't come back when Alan Jackson is live on the 1-year anniversary of Hot Mics. Can't wait for that. Oh, look at this. Mila is great in Aerosmith's music video, Jade. So beautiful. Okay. Someone said, I tried it once and spent 3 hours hugging the porcelain god. Oh no, Joy. You ecstasy? Yeah. But did you do it as like for therapy purposes, or did you do it to party? Like, I'm never going to take ecstasy at a concert. That's not for me. I can't wait for this episode on the MDMA journey. It's so complete, you guys. The way I did it was I did the first half an hour. I did it chronologically. The first half an hour of the episode is before the journey. It's the day before. What am I expecting? What am I going back to get? What happened in the second psilocybin journey that didn't go well? We set the intention, what I'm struggling with, what's going on. It's just very honest. Sorry, Kevin Hart. Authentic, frankly. Yeah, we're making lots of money right now, and, we enjoy that. And then that was on a Wednesday. The MDMA journey was Thursday morning, and it was like 2.5 hours long. I thought it was going to be longer. But it came in fast and furious. And then we went back to the studio to strike while the iron's hot and taped the second part of it, the after, on Friday. So the tapings were sandwiched around the event, and it's I think it's really good. I'm very, very proud of it because everything flowed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Thank God we didn't wait, and do it like a week later when it's not as fresh.
It's going to be good when it airs, and it's going to air right now in 2 weeks, which people are asking, but let's tell them why. Our lineup's pretty big the next 2 weeks, Bill.
You tell them, Steve.
All right.
Let's go to Steve now, our correspondent and producer, Steve Harding, with what's coming up here on the Hot Mics Year 2 as we get that going today.
Today, Alan Jackson is on to kick off our 1-year anniversary. Wednesday, the great comedian, Andrew Santino. Outstanding.
Stand-up comic Andrew Santino on Wednesday for some big laughs.
Billy and I
live again.
Billy and I booked that together. And then
Steve, you can't take it away from me.
And then next Monday
you do so many wonderful things, but bookings, it's not your thing.
Monday, the day after the Landman finale, we have Billy Bob Thornton on the show. And then next Wednesday, we have Megyn Kelly on the show, almost 1 year since we had her on the show last time, Bill.
So get that right, folks. We are rolling with Alan Jackson, Andrew Santino, the great Santino. Remember when I was interviewing Jared Goff on the show, and he was like, I said, tell me who makes you laugh. He said, Santino. He's the guy with the red hair, stand-up comic. He's got a great Hulu series. I played golf with him, had the best time. He is an absolute doll. Santino. Billy Bob Thornton, we'll have him right after the Landman finale. The next finale's next Sunday. We have Billy Bob Monday. That will be awesome. And then Megyn Kelly. Megyn, I really want to talk to Megyn about the divide in this country. I was very, this is, as you know, back at NBC in the day when this Apprentice first came on, I was the East Coast correspondent for Access Hollywood. I was in New York, NBC's top entertainment show. And The Apprentice was their top primetime show. So it put Trump and I together all the time. We were together so much, I ended up hosting 4 Miss USAs and 4 Miss Universes, and was constantly with Donald Trump. And what happened when you're that close to Trump, if you piss him off, he turns on you, right? And you're done. And he was literally like the best guest back then because he didn't have a publicist telling him not to say certain things. He didn't care. So his sound bites were, and he knew how to speak in sound bites for Access Hollywood or ET and the other shows, right? He knew how to say something outrageous in a tight bite that he knows it's going to go into the lead piece that night on whatever it is. And even though it's Donald Trump, he's just commenting on someone else. He'll talk about Kim Kardashian. He'll talk about Rosie on The View, of course. He doesn't care. But he's so good and savvy at that, right? So that was like, now in the political world, I feel like a lot of people in political podcasting, digital platforms, they know if you piss him off, you're done. And your subscribers are going to take off. All I did was express a radical centrist view about the event in Minneapolis. All I did was be honest that, I support law enforcement. I support ICE removing the bad people. This particular incident, I think the evidence is irrefutable. I think it was an impulsive reaction. It was frustration. It might have had to do with the previous experience of this particular officer who was dragged 100 yards by an actual bad guy, and it might have informed this particular event. You look at the evidence. It's that the administration came out the next day with a full-blown retort of domestic terrorism and these other accusations was it was, I wasn't buying it. I feel like it was gaslighting. But if you are I think there are certain people with certain platforms that can't be honest like that, because it's going to be detrimental to a huge business that they have built. And I want to know from Megan, who I like personally, we're friends, what her take is on that, right? Are there certain things that you just have to look away from? You know what I mean? Because the cost, the business cost, the opportunity costs are too high. You know what I mean? The business, you're going to lose too many. And these are wildly passionate people. I always said to you, with Hot Mike, Steve, I said, we're taking the long road. It's going to be longer to build our platform than it is if listen, I'm savvy. I've been in this business a long time. If I wanted to go blow the MAGA horn, baby, I could corral some people and run up some numbers pretty impressively. I know how to do it. It's just not authentic, right? Not that there aren't some good things. What the hell happened? Here's the best line I've heard about Minneapolis. And this is funny, by the way. There's some humor in this, which we can all laugh about. It's from the Babylon Bee, which is like, The Onion, right? A satire site. The Babylon Bee put it best. Video of the incident has definitively proven hold on, my screen is messed up. This is so good. The Babylon Bee says, video of the incident has definitively proven whatever you already wanted to believe about the incident. Isn't that true? Everyone takes the video and goes, you see? She rammed that thing at him. And everyone's going, no. You see? The wheels were turned. She got scared of these people, and she backed up and pulled out to the right, away from the guy, and he put himself in front of the... No. Everybody uses the same video as definitive proof for what they already wanted to believe. Everybody's so entrenched. That's what scares me. Over the long term, this is from the Free Press this morning. Over the long term, it would seem impossible for a country to sustain a system of justice where 1/2 of the population consistently feels injustice or justice hasn't been served. How can a society whose leaders daily engage in an assault on objective truth have a criterion for the use of violence that relies on objectivity? With regard to the killing of Renee Good, it now seems there's only one truth most Americans can agree on, which is that a woman is dead, and it's a tragedy. If tragedy is all we can agree on, then tragedy is all we will get. Holy shit. Are you with me? So there you go. We'll leave it at that. I don't know if Steve mentioned this, but it is our 1-year anniversary today. And we have an old friend, Alan Jackson, who will be joining us live at 10 a.m. That's in almost 2 hours, folks. How about that, huh? So we're going to get there with Alan, and God, I'm excited. And let me just say this. Morning Mics, a week from today will be our 100th episode of Morning Mics. A week from today. Yes. Because 99 is on Thursday. Yes. So another big Monday coming up. I'm super excited. And I just got to say this, especially to this group right here. This is like the loyal group, and I hope we build it bigger and bigger. We'll always be intimate. It'll always feel intimate. Don't worry. Don't be afraid to tell your friends. Do it for your Uncle Bushy, okay? But this will always be an intimate place to kind of go through personal stuff, entertainment stuff, the newspaper, kind of leaf through it together. That's kind of how we envision the whole thing. And I think in the future, we want to get out on the road, talk to people, do it in person. Anyway, it's been an amazing odyssey. 1 year of Hot Mics. I was so afraid to do it for so long. I was so afraid of fear of failure. That came up in the MDMA journey. Fear of failure. Like, oh, maybe it won't go right. You know what the fear of failure is? And we all have it. The fear of failure is the voice of the ego. That's all the work I've been doing with Keith Crossley. That's the book I told you about, State Within Light, on Keith Crossley. It is the absolute answer. It has the answer to anything that ails you. Because the answer is in you. It's completely within you. No one's going to give you advice. No therapist is going to give you advice that's going to be like, oh my God, there, now I have to go do it. You have it. And what what MDMA did for me is what it tampons down the ego. Ego's the voice in the head that feeds you bullshit. Tampons it down. So the only thing that's left is the simple truth. And that rises up. So you're in this experience, you go, oh, I know why that's not working in my life. Because I'm not listening to the conscience in my head. Oh, that's simple. Everything rises, becomes very simple. And it's just the truth. So, I don't know. I had a great day. Thank you. Oh, yeah. You know what Alan wears? Alan doesn't wear cologne. He has a body lotion that he wears called Gypsy Water. If you are in an elevator with Alan Jackson, you're going to be like, damn, man, it smells good. It smells like success. It's Gypsy Water, and it's a lotion. And no kidding, Alan texted it to me. Did I order it? Damn right. And then I hugged Charlie Sheen yesterday. He wears something called Irish Tweed. He smells terrific. Wonder why Charlie got all those ladies. Well, you paid for some of it, let's be honest. But the Irish Tweed is a good scent. Take it up. I really miss alcohol. Not. All my friends are like, you're not here drinking with us. Well, come on, dude, we're having martinis. You're sitting on a couch. Starting my day off. Thank you, everyone. There you go. One more Leo. That's Leo the last. Go out with Leo. All you lip readers. I just got to see it one more time. I love the way he does this. And look at him. You. I see you. I'm watching you. Huh? What if that K-pop thing is? Okay, over here, over there. Let's go. Where's the bread basket? Where's the waiter? I'll take the red. I saw you. He is hysterical. I love that guy. I'm out.